encountering the wildest creatures in the dark caves. These people shocked everyone with what they captured. Be it cursed ancient treasures, mysterious remains, and creepy cryptids.
See where it was made out of concrete.
These encounters should not be even real, but unfortunately for all of us, they are.
Shit, that is creepy weird. Oh. Shit, that is creepy weird. Oh.
Hidden beneath Talacray Abbey in Wales lies a mysterious place known as the Secret Grotto, which dates back to the 1600s. This underground chamber exudes an eerie and unsettling atmosphere, shrouded in whispers of history and secrets. Its walls are filled with creepy carvings, including one haunting depiction of a skull. When visitors step into this grotto, they can almost feel the weight of its dark past pressing down on them, with each unsettling artwork telling its own story. The air is thick with a sense of time standing still, leaving behind echoes of lives once lived. What stories do these carvings hold? Who were the hands that chiseled them into the stone? Each visitor walks away pondering the lives of those who may have gathered in this chilling place, forever entwined in its haunting history. It's a reminder of the mysteries that lurk beneath our feet, waiting to be uncovered.
This would be such a mad place to take mushrooms.
Goatman. A group of adventurers exploring another cave stumbled upon something they couldn't explain, a towering creature known as the Goatman. Covered in thick, dark fur with two large, curved horns and glowing eyes, it stood watching them from a distance. The creature's stare held both curiosity and caution, as if assessing the newcomers. For a moment, both parties were frozen, unsure of what would happen next. The sight of the Goatman left the group stunned, and they quickly retreated, uncertain if they'd had a brush with myth or some undiscovered species. It was an encounter they would not soon forget. Encounter with Demon. While exploring a dimly lit cave, a lone adventurer found himself face to face with a dark, shadowy creature. It stood silently, partially hidden in the shadows as if waiting. Believing it to be a mountain demon, the man took out a handful of salt, sprinkling it carefully around him while murmuring something under his breath. But his curiosity got the best of him, and he stepped closer. Then, just as the air grew colder, he backed away. The man left, his heart racing, grateful he hadn't stayed to see what might come next. Eerie cave sighting. A team of researchers exploring mountain caves stumbled upon an eerie sight. Deep inside, a small humanoid figure appeared from the shadows, its head casting an odd glow. The creature glanced at the researchers, then disappeared back into the darkness as quickly as it had come. The glowing head reminded them of characters from a popular game, making them question if this was a clever hoax or something much more real. Was it an alien or something else lurking within the mountains? The encounter left them shaken, a strange memory forever etched into their minds. Giant remains.
But you can see where it was made out of concrete.
Finding the remains of a giant inside a cave is not something everyone will ever come across, but this guy did. Ryan Osman was traveling from Surat Thani to Krabi Town, Thailand, when he heard about this mysterious cave with strange remains. So he captured all of it on camera as proof, and the locals were not lying.
These are a giant human being.
There was a giant inside of the cave, still half buried, but something is off, have you noticed? There is another skeleton of a snake. Now, some believe the snake caused the giant's demise, and some think it was the giant's pet.
But you can see where
Cave Phantom. A terrifying creature was caught inside of a cave, and everyone was scared to get close to it for obvious reasons. It was hiding behind a hole inside of the cave and was constantly staring at one person to the left of the video. Apparently, this person had thrown rocks at it after seeing it, and they described the creature to be as tall as a tree and covered in thick black fur. For them, it was something like a Sasquatch, but others think that this cave phantom was an entirely different being. Dragon encounter. This mysterious video was inside of a cave in Nevada and shockingly was close to the location of the mysterious cave where Kenny Veach disappeared all those years ago. He found strange eggshells lying on the rocks and inside even found weird creature remains. Some were just empty, which totally weirded him out, but he was too curious and that was a mistake. Something suddenly appeared from the darkness and scared him. It was a dragon, or at least looked like one as he tried to make his escape, but the creature was right behind him. Is it possible that both these caves are connected, or worse, the same? Ancient treasure found. During a routine exploration, a group of adventurers struck gold. Almost literally, deep inside a hidden cave, they discovered a cache of ancient treasures preserved over centuries. Among the dirt and rock were pieces of intricate jewelry and relics, each offering a glimpse into a lost civilization. The objects were untouched, as if sealed away intentionally to keep them safe. Their find turned a simple outing into an unforgettable discovery, filling their minds with questions about the people who had created these treasures and the stories left behind in the silence of the cave. Creepy face. One day, a man noticed a face-like formation in a cave wall. The details seemed almost too precise to be natural, leaving him with a feeling of unease. Was it just a random shape formed by nature? Or could it mean something more? The face left him questioning what he had really seen. Ice cave cryptid.
Do you see that? Oh my god.
There is a mysterious cave in the Austrian mountains known as the Ice Cave, but it is more than just that. Back in 2009, some tourists noticed a movement on the ceiling of the cave but couldn't see what it was. Soon though, the creature became noticeable and it was crawling on the ceiling like a lizard, but this is where things get creepier. Tourists said that the entire wall was soaking wet and was constantly dripping water. Also, it was insanely cold inside, and this cryptid only had a pale skin. It wasn't an animal, so they called it Ice Cave Ghost.
There's someone climbing up the wall. It's an ice man. It's a ghost.
Cave xenomorph. A man hiking through dense woods came across a hidden cave and decided to investigate. Inside, he saw a strange humanoid figure crawling toward him, its movements unnaturally slow and deliberate. He felt a chill as he realized he might have trespassed into the creature's territory. It was something straight out of a science fiction movie, resembling the xenomorphs from Alien Tales. Unnerved, he backed away, leaving the cave, but with questions lingering in his mind. What exactly was it, and was he the first to see it? The encounter left him shaken, a dark mystery left unsolved. Crawling bat.
Oh my god.
Who knew vampire bats could be so unsettling? These creatures at the North Carolina Zoo in Asheboro, North Carolina are quite a sight. With their dark, leathery wings and sharp fangs, they definitely fit their name. Watching them move around, it's easy to see why they have such a spooky reputation. But this particular one seemed a little too creepy the way it crawled on the ground. Could it be a real vampire or something even deeper?
Look at that thing.
Sound of demon. This eerie discovery from beneath the Euphrates will give you chills and nightmares for days. While exploring caves in the dried up riverbed, some men recorded strange growls echoing through the tunnels. Some who heard the recordings thought it sounded like a demon, while others claimed they could hear the clanking of chains. Could these sounds be real or just echoes of old myths? Whatever it is, the mystery continues to haunt those who heard it. Strange entity. While vlogging inside a cave, a man encountered a creature with glowing eyes that stared right back at him. Startled, he quickly left, unsettled by the strange encounter. Reviewing the footage later, he couldn't shake the thought of what he had seen. Was it a known creature or something beyond explanation? Cyclops statue. While exploring the mysterious depths of a cave in Mexico, experts made a shocking discovery that sent ripples through the scientific community. The remains of a prehistoric giant, but not just any giant. This one had only one eye. This bizarre find raises fascinating questions about ancient legends of giants, possibly connecting to those seen in historical statues and myths throughout various cultures. Located in the Solitude Caves, known for their strange creatures and ancient artifacts, this area is steeped in mystery. What makes this discovery even more intriguing is the question of how this giant lost its eye. Was it a battle scar or the result of some ancient calamity? For ages, giants have been tied to unexplained events and folklore, leaving many to wonder if these caves still conceal the remnants of such creatures. What secrets do you think lie hidden in these dark, ancient passages? Cave lobster. A YouTuber exploring underwater caves stumbled across a giant lobster lurking in the depths. Excited, he swam further in, hoping to catch it. Before he knew it, he was lost in the maze of underwater passages. Surrounded by darkness, he struggled to find his way back, but eventually he spotted the familiar route and quickly swam to safety. With a sigh of relief, he escaped the cave, thankful he'd made it back safe and sound. That was a close call for him. Ghostly cave creature.
There is a cave that's been having some strange noises and some activity inside.
Rumor had it a ghostly creature called Tommyknocker haunted a particular cave. Determined to see for themselves, some explorers ventured inside. They soon heard strange whispers and faint tapping sounds echoing through the dark. Legends say these spirits protect the cave, warning people not to go too deep. Spooked, the group quickly turned back. Were they close to encountering something supernatural? Or was it just the power of the stories they'd heard?
Whistling in here. No, dude, I don't feel set. I'm out.
Hidden cave secret. Two men set out to explore a 150-foot deep hole, expecting a simple adventure, but what they found beneath the earth was far from ordinary. At the bottom, they uncovered a hidden cave with strange structures, unlike anything naturally formed.
Dude, look at these rimstone dams.
These shapes had a pattern and design that suggested they were crafted, not created by nature's hand. Standing in the silence of the cave, the two men couldn't shake the feeling they'd stumbled onto a secret, one that had been buried for centuries. Their simple journey left them wondering just how many mysteries lie hidden beneath the surface.
And there's a salamander on it.
Ancient cave people.
Oh, they're like old mollusks or snails or something. All the walls.
A group of friends, eager for adventure, decided to explore a local cave. Deeper inside, they noticed strange markings on the walls, patterns that seemed deliberate, like a lost message from an ancient time. As they continued, evidence became clear. People had once lived here, possibly even thrived. Artifacts and remnants lay scattered about, each one whispering stories from centuries past. The friends left the cave, feeling as if they had stepped back in time, discovering something precious and forgotten. It was a journey that turned from casual exploration into a haunting glimpse of history and long-lost lives.
Maybe we'll come back for it, but like, we don't want to take anything from the cave.
Rare mine discovered.
This giant crystal formation.
An old marble mine promised adventure for a group of curious explorers, but as they ventured deeper, strange sights began to unfold. On the walls were peculiar structures that seemed too deliberate to be natural. As they pressed further, they discovered something unexpected, small purple crystals glittering in the dim light. The explorers realized they had entered an undiscovered crystal cave, where natural beauty hid among the abandoned stone. What began as a simple outing became a rare discovery, one that lingered in their minds long after they left, a hint of magic in a forgotten place.
Oh, it's like ice.
I know, right?
Satan's Caves. A group of men decided to explore a deep tunnel long rumored to lead to a place called Satan's Cave. The deeper they went, the darker and narrower the passages became. Suddenly, they saw strange faces carved into the walls with eerie expressions, along with writings that didn't make much sense. At that moment, they started to understand why this place had earned the dark name Satan's Cave. Who had carved those faces? And what secrets did this place hold? Devil's Hole. Imagine discovering an underworld inside a cave. That's what a group of explorers felt as they ventured into a cave with a mysterious blue hole. Known as a sinkhole, these formations grow deeper over time as rocks collapse and water carves the area beneath. The group couldn't help but wonder how deep this strange cave went. Could there be something hidden far below, waiting to be discovered? Stalagmite circles. Another mystery deep within a cave left many individuals utterly speechless. In 1990, a team of archaeologists led by Francois Rousseau made an astonishing discovery in the Bruniquel cave of southern France. They found unusual circles made of stalagmite, carefully arranged in semicircles. These circles were created from broken stalagmite pieces and meticulously placed in concentric formations, leading experts to realize that they were crafted by ancient humans. Through advanced techniques, researchers determined that these remarkable structures were made by Neanderthals around 175,000 years ago. This incredible finding sheds light on the creative abilities of our ancient relatives, showcasing their capacity for complex thought and artistry. How mind-blowing is it to think that these ancient artists left their mark deep within the earth, reminding us of their existence and capabilities. Hidden bunkers. In Wood 2, hidden bunkers were built high in the Swiss Alps, designed to blend seamlessly with the mountains. The Swiss built secret tunnels and defense structures that looked like part of the landscape. These bunkers were meant to be invisible, making it hard for enemies to detect them. Today, these forgotten bunkers still exist, a silent reminder of how cleverly Switzerland prepared to defend itself during uncertain time. Portal or opening. Driving past a mountain, a group of friends spotted a perfectly shaped hole in the rock, unlike anything natural. Curiosity got the best of them, and they drove closer to get a better look. Was this cave hole the result of a secret project, or perhaps an alien hiding place? Nobody could say for sure, but the image of that strange hole stayed with them as they continued their journey. Giant's footprint.
Greatest examples of an ancient footprint. A giant footprint about 4 feet high in rough granite.
Still don't believe giants once walked the earth? This video might just change your mind. A massive footprint was found imprinted into the cliff somewhere in Africa and measured up to 1.2 meters long. It makes you wonder what kind of creature left it behind. Imagine a foot that big. The person who made that would have been colossal, like a 27-foot tall giant. There isn't a lot of information on the footprint other than being covered head to toe with mystery, which has made some locals name it the Footprint of God.
And I see that people have been visiting here because they've been leaving little coins here, which is wonderful.
Ancient tribes home. In Arizona, Canyon de Chelly National Monument is a breathtaking site that protects the ancient ruins of local tribes that have called this area home for over 5,000 years. Among these tribes are the ancestral Puebloans, who built the impressive old village seen in stunning photos, and the Navajo, who arrived in the area around 1700. The canyon itself is a masterpiece of nature, shaped over countless years by the relentless forces of wind and water that carved the land into its current form. Today, the Navajo people manage the canyon alongside the National Park Service, ensuring that its rich history is preserved. Interestingly, some Navajo families still reside within the canyon's walls, keeping their traditions alive in one of North America's oldest continuously inhabited places. Cave giant footprint. While exploring a cave, a family found something strange on the ground, a large footprint. It was much bigger than a normal footprint, and they were curious about what it could be. Some people believed it was the footprint of an ancient giant, while others thought it was just a piece of art carved into the cave. As more people heard about it, they came to see the footprint themselves. Everyone had different ideas about what it was, but no one knew for sure. Some thought it was from ancient times, while others saw it as just a creative design. In the end, nobody could say exactly what the footprint was, leaving it a mystery. Megalodon or ancient? Deep inside Kentucky's Mammoth Cave, the world's longest cave system, explorers stumbled upon a jaw-dropping find, the remains of a prehistoric shark from 330 million years ago. This ancient predator was huge, as big as today's great white, with jaws stretching a massive 2.5 feet across. It's rare to find shark remains in such a preserved state because sharks, with their soft skeletons, typically decompose quickly. So how did this ancient giant stay intact for so long? Was it buried under layers of sediment, or protected by the unique cave conditions. This discovery raises more questions than answers, hinting at the countless hidden secrets still lying below the Earth's surface, waiting to rewrite what we know about ancient life. Japanese-built tunnels. Near Clark Air Base in the Philippines, a man discovered tunnels built by Japanese soldiers in WO2. These structures served as hidden strongholds designed to withstand enemy attacks. Walking through, he realized how these passageways played a strategic role in historical conflicts, preserving a piece of wisdom that had been left in the shadows of history. Mystery of Cave.
There's this wood beam here, and then there's a cave.
A narrow hole near an ancient site led one man to a hidden cave with a wooden beam positioned nearby, almost like a marker. The hole was barely big enough for someone to fit through. Who could have made this entry, and what might lie inside? The mystery leaves room for endless theories. Very complicated cave. In the heart of Kyiv, conservationists stumbled upon a hidden cave decorated with ancient symbols, likely made by the Varangian. Initially searching for a rumored stone house, they instead uncovered a vast cave system now known to contain an important piece of forgotten history. Their discovery, spurred by an old tale, revitalized interest in the region's cultural heritage. Dragon lives here. Exploring a cave, a man uncovered what looked like a dragon's skull embedded in stone. Its shape reminded him of legendary dragons, sparking wonder and speculation. Could it be a natural rock formation, or does it hint at something far more mysterious? This dragon skull became a topic of fascination for many who dreamed of ancient creatures hiding in the depths. Hikers rescued.
Brian Schnee shows us how hikers were able to get back home.
Two hikers found themselves in serious trouble on a quiet Tuesday afternoon while exploring Bayous Canyon, Utah. Lost and stranded, they made a wise choice. Instead of wandering back, they called for help. Weber County's search and rescue team responded quickly, deploying a drone to assist in the search. Within just 15 minutes, the drone's camera picked up movement along the mountainside. It was the hikers. Swift action followed, allowing the team to reach them before nightfall. A situation that could have turned dangerous was resolved with smart decisions and quick technology, leaving both hikers safely back home, grateful for a second chance.
After being saved by those working both on the ground and in the air.
Peculiar formations.
We're all got through and we're checking it out. It's gonna be awesome.
A lone explorer wandered into a cave, expecting little more than an interesting rock formation or two, but as he ventured deeper, he discovered something strange. Perfectly formed, pointed structures embedded in the rock, almost as if crafted by an unseen hand. The formations looked too precise to be natural, each one aligned in a pattern that defied explanation. He stood in awe, trying to comprehend what he was seeing, wondering if he had stumbled upon an ancient artifact or something more mysterious. It was a discovery that left him with questions he couldn't shake.
Oh, look! Scary! That is a raccoon. Raccoon skulls.
Skull Cave found.
I stumbled across on a cliff.
Treasure hunters exploring a cave found something unsettling, a collection of skulls on the ground. The scene was shared online, sparking debates. Some people believed the skulls belonged to ancient cave dwellers, while others thought it was a prank to scare explorers. Regardless, the question remains unanswered, leaving many to wonder who left those skulls behind and why.
There's 4 skulls, Mum. Oh my God, I've just seen some.
Cave of Beaks. Within a cave in Siberia, researchers stumbled upon a fascinating and eerie discovery, a shaman's grave dating back 5,000 years. As they carefully excavated the burial site, they found something that made their jaws drop. 50 bird beaks arranged in a precise ritualistic pattern surrounding the grave. These beaks were once part of the shaman's costume, hinting at the profound spiritual practices of ancient Siberian tribes. This remarkable find not only sheds light on the shaman's identity, but also offers a rare glimpse into the mystical beliefs and rituals that defined their lives. The arrangement of the beaks suggests they held significant meaning, perhaps tied to the shaman's connection with the spirit world. What other secrets might this forgotten world still hold beneath its icy surface? Unsettling. Discovery. In a giant eerie cave in Somerset, England, archaeologists uncovered something that left them deeply unsettled for days. As they ventured deeper, they found what looked like skulls, but these were unlike anything they'd seen before. Carefully crafted and shaped into smooth, rounded cups, they dated back an astonishing 14,700 years. Known as skull cups, these ancient remains were skillfully modified and likely used as tools or perhaps even ritual objects by the people of that time. The idea of drinking or eating from a skull may seem chilling, but it shows the resourcefulness and dexterity of ancient humans. What drove them to make and use such items? The discovery leaves us wondering about the hidden rituals and customs from a world we can barely begin to understand. Early human discovered. In Italy's Guattari cave, archaeologists recently uncovered more Neanderthal remains right where a Neanderthal remains was first found in 1939. This rare discovery brought new insights into the lives of these ancient humans and their environment, shedding light on how they might have adapted and survived. The team hopes this site will reveal details about Neanderthal culture, diet, and even their social structures, sparking fresh conversations about how they lived and interacted with their surroundings. This discovery isn't just adding to what we know, it has the potential to reshape our entire view of early human history in Europe, painting a clearer picture of our ancient relatives and the world they inhabited thousands of years ago. Meticulous cave bones.
Wow. What are they, little kids?
Who says caves only hide animals or treasure? In a remote cave in the Philippines, a man stumbled upon something even stranger. Bones that looked ancient, maybe 500 to 1,000 years old, carefully stacked and arranged in an orderly way. This wasn't just a random pile of bones. It seemed intentional, like they had been collected with purpose and respect. Were they part of some ancient ritual, or maybe a form of memorial left by people from long ago? The arrangement felt meaningful, as if someone wanted to preserve a story or mark something sacred. This discovery left everyone wondering what events had played out in this dark cave, and why had these bones been given such careful treatment?
What are they, little kids?
I don't think it's a kid, sir. Adult.
Freemasonry.
Air one. I think these are old shoes.
In an abandoned cave, a man found a peculiar display, a collection of tiny shoes neatly arranged in one area, accompanied by a scattering of animal bones. The unusual combination raised questions about the cave's past use, leaving people to wonder if these objects had some symbolic meaning, or if there was another explanation for their presence. But according to viewers, this is definitely a satanic site, and this video is proof. What do you think about this Freemason cave? Let me know in the comments below and let's discuss it. So let's move on to our pick of the day.
A 50-year-old Spanish climber has spent 500 days in a cave trying to set a new world record.
Beatrice Flamini, a seasoned 50-year-old climber from Madrid, recently achieved a feat few would dare to attempt. Emerging from a cave after 500 days of voluntary isolation, she re-entered the world after living 230 feet underground in southern Spain. Flamini, who began her journey on November 21st, 2021, committed herself to complete solitude, no contact with anyone or updates from the outside world. Her supporters were there to welcome her back, celebrating her remarkable achievement. Flamini described her time underground as excellent and unbeatable, expressing deep appreciation for the solitude she experienced. Her time in isolation has raised curiosity worldwide, prompting many to wonder about the psychological insights and personal reflections she gathered during her extended stay beneath the surface.